What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Russia says that NATO's actions will cause World War III. I'll give you guys the details of that here in this video. This comes here as Europe prepares to go to war with Russia, and President Donald Trump's remarks here, I'll give you the details of what just happened here, as many people are concerned that this is it. And while there's a lot of escalation and a lot of big concerns that I'll give you the details of here in this video. Also, the U.S. prepares military offensives in separate instances. I'll give you the details here on that as well. World War III seems like it is a serious problem with major wars going on all around the globe. So let me catch you up with the latest here right now as we are live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos. I will keep you up to date here and help me reach 500,000 subscribers. Take a look here. First up here, Europe is readying for direct conflict with Russia. This comes here as Europe is preparing troops in multiple different countries, and Vladimir Putin and Russia are just not giving up and not preparing to end the war in Ukraine. And is Europe just tired of it? This comes as, quote, "We will confront Russian planes in NATO airspace," says UK Foreign Secretary, and warns Putin risks armed clash if as it happens. This comes as Russia has sent drones and Russian jets into multiple foreign airspaces and NATO country airspaces here recently, as Russia dares NATO to shoot at them or shoot them down. Recent Russian incursions into NATO airspace here, just as of recently, as you can see, into Norway, into Estonia, into Poland, into Romania, and of course into Ukraine, which they're trying to take over the whole country, and possibly into Denmark, which is unconfirmed whether or not it was Russia who was behind it. So you can see here, this is a significant problem. Oh, and U.S. fighter jets were scrambled to intercept Russian warplanes near Alaska here just a few days ago as well. Which makes you wonder, what is Russia doing? Why are they doing this? And what are they planning? Why are they doing this? NORAD responded with 4 fighter jets and a surveillance plane as the Russian military sent multiple Russian military jets operating in the Alaskan Air Defense Identification Zone just a few days ago. Meanwhile, Russia, Vladimir Putin, and the Kremlin says that if you shoot down any Russian planes, even if they're over a NATO country, that this will mean war. That's right. The Kremlin said that talk of shooting down Russian military planes over Europe was reckless, aggressive, and marked as a serious escalation of tension near Russia's border. Quote, "Statements about shooting down Russian planes are, well, at the least, reckless, irresponsible, and of course dangerous in their consequences," said the Kremlin. Quote, "We heard these exchanges when our planes were accused of violating Estonian airspace. However, absolutely no evidence, let alone convincing evidence, was presented." So Russia's just denying it. And of course, against the backdrop of such recklessness, making such aggressive statements, this is another very significant round of escalations and tensions near our border. And the Kremlin's response was a blunt one: shoot down a Russian jet and war will follow. This would for sure be World War III. Many people consider we're already in World War III with the Ukraine war that has been going on for 3.5 years, the war in the Middle East with Israel, Hamas, Gaza, Iran over there, the U.S. bombing Iran, and Russia with all these other countries involved. And we'll get to the U.S. with Venezuela here in a second. And all of these countries in the world and Europe with Russia, all of this involved here that has been going on for, well, since the start of the Ukraine war 3.5 years ago, with really no end in sight. It's unbelievable. It's sad. It's peace not war, love not war, but it seems like there is no end in sight. In fact, more escalation is actually in sight. You can see here the U.S. is preparing options for military strikes on drug targets inside Venezuela, sources are saying. This would be more strikes after the president has already done multiple strikes on boats outside of Venezuela. Now, the president is preparing options, according to sources, on targets inside Venezuela, inside their country, which would basically be striking the country. And, well, just like when President Donald Trump, dropped the bombs on Iran, he's probably not going to tell us this ahead of time. He's not going to say, hey, I plan to go do this and then do it, right? This is, this art, it's war, right? It's, you don't really tell the enemy beforehand, even though this is literally leaked by sources, which is sad that actually happens. I mean, it's not like I'm the only one that can read this article. It's not like I'm telling national secrets here. This is out for millions of people to see, but we literally have no national secrets. It's like when we went to bomb Iran, the news that the stealth bombers had left was reported, and it's like, do we even have any national security anymore? It's wild. It's literally wild. Like, reporting this stuff should really be almost treason. Like, if you're reporting secrets of the president and his talks of attacks from the inner circle, like, that's wild, right? But you got to kind of wonder here. I mean, President Donald Trump, first of all, he campaigned on, no new wars, right? And then look at where we are now, right? War, the two wars didn't end by day one, which, he said multiple times. We've now bombed Iran. We've now attacked these Venezuelan targets multiple times with potentially more to come. So things are escalating more now than ever. And World War III with Russia is really on the brink, as that's getting, it seems, more and more escalated now than ever. And then we have new breaking news like this. Russia is preparing to help China attack Taiwan, new documents suggest. And this would just be the icing on the cake for World War III. Because God help us all if China attacks Taiwan. That is really David and Goliath there. China with, over 1.3 billion people. That is not something that the world wants to take on. Yeah, take a look here. Russia is helping prepare China to attack Taiwan, new documents suggest. Russia is selling military equipment and technology to China that could help China and Beijing prepare for an airborne invasion of Taiwan, according to an analysis of leaked Russian documents by a London think tank. The authors of the analysis at the Royal United Service Institute in London obtained around 800 pages of documents, including contracts and lists of equipment to be supplied by Moscow to Beijing, from the Black Moon hacktivist group. Yikes. The group, which previously published some of the documents online, does not identify its members, but describes itself as a manifesto as opposed to governments that carry out aggressive foreign policy. The mix of completed and apparent draft Russian documents reference meetings between Chinese and Russian delegates, including visits to Moscow and a payment and delivery timelines for high-altitude parachute systems and amphibious assault vehicles. They suggest that Russia has begun work on the products to be delivered, but don't contain direct evidence from the Chinese side that Beijing has paid any money or received any equipment. Well, I mean, trying to get all this actual evidence is not exactly the easiest stuff, right? Getting this stuff alone was amazing. High-ranking U.S. officials have suggested that Chinese President Xi Jinping ordered his military to be prepared for a possible invasion as early as 2027. Beijing claims the self-governing democracy of Taiwan is rightfully a part of China and has not ruled out seizing the island by force. So, share this video with anybody who needs to hear this video. Share this video on social media so more people get this information. Subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos. I will keep you up to date. Click here to see new details about Trump's $2,400 stimulus checks, or click here to see new details about a Social Security and SNAP raise. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.